Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at crackthefemalecode.com. Okay, this is going to be a video taken from the last video, but a smaller chunk of it because I wanted to make sure that you guys heard what my goddaughter said about how women have to chase you. So I'm going to lead up to it with some information that I talked to, and then listen to what she says. And Mama would be right. All right, now let's go back to our mascot. I actually had to pay for this image to use this, okay? All right. This was done by a really good artist. He worked for Pixar, Disney, and a couple other like real top-notch things. George Lucas, forget the name of his company. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to go really quick over this. I realized I missed something last time I tried to explain this. I'm going to say it in this video, though. I'm going to make it really quick. You have to understand. There's the left brain, the right brain. Those are the advanced brains. There's also a lower reptilian brain, okay? That brain was literally developed and created and designed during the caveman and the tribal era. This is the very instinctual brain where our fight and flight is, where our hunting system is, and where our mating system is. And I'm going to come back to the hunting system also and explain why that guy's eyes are so creepy. All right, so watch this. Back in the caveman era, in the tribal era, it would behoove a woman to chase a caveman to survive, not only for protection, but when he went and hunted food. Look, you gotta understand, he didn't ask her permission. He's like, oh, I'm hungry. He looks around. Oh, there's a deer over there. Boom, he's gone. If she wanted to survive, especially back then during the caveman era and the tribal days, because it was really rough. There was no sidewalks, there's no roads, there's no 7-Elevens, there's no grocery stores, there's no restaurants, there's no 4x4 vehicles, there's no bow and arrows, there's no shotguns. You had to survive every moment of the fucking day. What it did was it developed inside women to chase the man, to chase the caveman. It is hardwired into her system even today. You got to understand, the reptilian brain is where our mating system is. It's not in the logical system. It's not in the right brain. It's in the lower reptilian brain, which doesn't see electricity. It doesn't see houses or cars or roads or grocery stores. It just knows I need to survive. And it's the strategy that's hardwired into her neurological system is to chase the man. Now the caveman is hardwired to chase food, to go after food. Here's the problem. We live in an era where we got lots of money and all this stuff, and we are so disconnected from our natural instincts, it's not even funny. So what do men do? They chase women. No, absolutely fucking wrong. You literally disconnect her from her mating system when you do that. So when you're chasing her, you're trying to buy her flowers, appease her, and do all this stuff, you literally confuse her mating system's going, wait, something's not right here. And they go, oh, this is a girl. They think on an unconscious level, oh, you're another woman. And so now they're going to treat you differently. They'll be your friend. Oh, they'll be your best friend. Sorry for being crude, but are they sucking your cock and are you having intercourse with them? If you're not, you're doing it wrong. Are they happily, willfully, gleefully, without you saying a word, cooking and cleaning and asking you, can I massage you? See, it's hardwired into their system. I know we live in an era where women can go to college, get doctorate degrees, which I support. They can become billionaires. They become actors and actresses and surgeons and officers in the military and on and on. And I think this is awesome. I 100% support all of that. What I'm saying really has nothing to do with that. What I'm saying is you have to learn how to be an internal being to go after what you want, and that will cause her to chase you. And that's what I teach in my course, Crack the Female Code. It's the internal way. It's the way that cavemen and tribal men used to be. It's the natural way. Remember, the reptilian brain is not modern. It doesn't see lights or electricity. It understands survival, hunting, food, survival, etc. Taxes, $1 million, $100 million, $1 billion, Porsche, Bugatti, It doesn't. It's not even aware of these things. That's the larger human brain. That does not sexually turn a woman on, but I tell you what does. When you learn how to trigger that lower mating system, you could literally get out of prison and not work for 2 years, even after prison, and she will cook and clean and pay the bills if you know how to do this. And you will have a very, very content, satisfied, and very emotionally fulfilled wife. She will be happy to stay with you. Men used to be this way all the time until the money, taxes, computers, machines. Now this has made us all left brain. We don't have to rely on hunting anymore. Hunting forced us to be in our right brain because you had to tune into your 5 senses in order to be a successful hunter and also to fight in wars. Now listen to what my goddaughter says here. This is going to blow your mind. She was only 18 years old when we recorded this about 10 years ago.
Like, when you're in a marriage, it kind of falls into a pattern. And women, married women especially, want to get excited, want to, feel like they're being chased, again and again. Like, they don't want to settle, They still want to feel wanted.
They still want to play the cat and mouse game.
Yeah.
So do women want to be chased, or do women want to play the chase?
Well, they want to be chased, but they want to play it, They want to have a part in it.
I tell you what, I don't believe that. I tell you what I believe. In fact, my whole course is, I think women want to chase you, because if you're already caught, the game's over.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah. And if you put it that way, then yeah. Because it gets a lot, really boring when, you're always being chased after. Because it's like, I can get him, I can get anyone. But when you feel like you have to work for it, there's something different about him. Like, maybe he could fully satisfy me. Like, maybe he's different,
All right. Now, she's speaking in female code. I'm thinking.
All right, so did you hear what she said? A challenge that you have to work for it and be different. Now, a lot of guys think, oh, I'm going to just be totally different. No, different is don't be external. Be internal. That's what women are talking about, because that drives them freaking nuts in a real sexual way. Look, if you're working hard to chase her, if you're working hard to make her happy, it's going to be, I guarantee you this, it'll be the most miserable relationship you've ever experienced in your life. But if she's working hard to make you happy, if she's chasing you, I absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt, guarantee you it will be the greatest relationship you've ever had. She'll love you, you'll love her, she will do things for you to make you happy, and life will be great. Because this is what makes her happy. If she doesn't have a challenge, if she doesn't have anything to work for, game over. She's done. She, as my goddaughter said, we get bored. She wants some excitement. She wants some challenge. And in my course, Crack the Female Code, I will teach you how to do this. It's the internal way. It's not that external bullshit that men do. Okay, so if you've been following this video series, you have heard me say that men and women unconsciously project the way we are romanced, seduced, and loved onto the opposite sex, which does not work. My goddaughter did the same thing in the beginning before I corrected her. Then she was like, oh shit, you're right. So she was saying, oh, we want to be chased, because in her mind, the chase is the fun part. So she's saying, so you got to chase them. Women unconsciously... When you listen to women on dating advice, this is what fucks you up. They literally are telling you the wrong way to do it. They're saying, in other words, on an unconscious level, they're basically saying, well, this is the way it works for me, so it should be this way for you. So she started saying, you got to chase her. I'm telling you right now, if you fucking do that, game is over. Now, here's the cool thing. There's a way you can actually walk right up to a woman, start a conversation, open a conversation that will still cause her to chase you. But you got to take the course for that. Why? Because it's really hard to teach to the male brain. I've got to condition in you, because it's the opposite of the way you are wired. It doesn't seem natural until you start to do it and it works, and then your brain starts to rethink everything and it will literally rewire itself. All right, I'm going to give you one more example. There is a book written by a woman that's supposed to, God, how to explain this? Teaches women how to get, so here's the name of the book. It's kind of self-explanatory. How to make anyone fall in love with you. Well, here's the deal. She's doing it from a female's perspective, the way a woman falls in love, the way a woman is seduced, the way a woman is attracted. So she tells all these things like do all these mean things, play hard to get, hurt his feelings, and do all this really fucked up things. And as I'm reading it, I'm getting more and more pissed off going, what the fuck? Well, here's the deal. I realized, unconsciously, she's actually saying this is the way that a woman is picked up on, but because that's the way she sees things, because that's the way she's wired, because she's a woman. So when I realized that, I was like, oh, wait a minute. So all I did was took every technique that she taught in that book, and I used it on women, and oh my God, did it fucking work great. But the funny thing is she wrote the book to teach women how to pick up on men. Doesn't work. Here's the deal. There's something I call the cat and mouse game. It really, really stimulates a female's mating system, and it makes her chase you. But here's the deal. If a woman does this to a man, it enrages him. In the next video, I'm going to make a short video on a real life story that I had that explains it clearly, and you'll clearly understand what it means. So go ahead and go to the next video, the cat and mouse game. If anything you've learned in this videos has impressed you, I guarantee you my book, Cracked Female Code, 10 times more powerful. It is organized, it was structured in a way that was written for the male brain to understand it. If you really want to master the art of seduction, save your marriage, get the girl of your dreams, take my course, Cracked Female Code. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Remember, buy my book right now, Cracked Female Code, to get started. Click subscribe, click the like, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, when you click subscribe, click that bell.